Greetings, AMCers. Welcome to Script-To-Screen. Right now, I am very pleased to be joined on the phone by the director of such films as I Heart Huckabees and Three Kings, and now the new film starring Christian Bale, Mark Wahlberg, and Amy Adams, The Fighter, a film that's getting a lot of Oscar buzz, by the way, already, David. And the first thing I wanted to ask you about is there are a lot of movies about boxers and fighters and generals. What was it about this particular story of Mickey and Dickie Ward that made you think this is a story worth telling on the big screen?
All about the characters. You know, it's all about this bleach blonde mother with the 7 bleach blonde sisters, daughters, and that was managing these 2 brothers, and the kind of crazy charismatic brother and the really quiet, intense brother who, you know, and then the tough, sexy bartender girlfriend. I've never seen any of that before. So to me, that's what made me want to do it, and it was that first and a boxing movie second. You know, so to me, it's really these amazing characters that if you're going to feel like, you know, these people as interesting to listen to as other great characters, they're people who I happily listen to for hours. Dickie and Mickey and Alice and everybody.
David, since seeing the film, I've joked with a couple of people that you very easily could have titled this movie The Trainer. As you sit back now and look at the film, is this a movie about Mark Wahlberg's character, Mickey? Is it a movie about Christian Bale's character, Dickie? Is it a movie about both of them? How do you see it now?
Well, without Dickie, there's no movie, but without Mickey, there's no movie. Because you know, they're just very different performances about very different characters. One of them is the guy who takes 5 punches to give 1 and never complains. He's sort of the long-worshipping younger brother. And then you've got this charismatic older brother who's wildly talented, but doesn't have the heart that his younger brother has to sacrifice and get things done until the very end of the picture. And you sit there saying, why is it that the younger brother needs this older guy? Well, first of all, yeah, he's the best trainer he ever had. Number 2, he's the best hero he ever had. And nobody inspires you more than the hero who won't give it up for you. And through all of Dickie's shenanigans, the real subtext is, you can't have it, it's still mine. It's mine. I'm the star of this town and of this family and of Mom. I'm the star. And you can't motivate somebody more than you can with that. I mean, someone's gonna climb every obstacle for that motivation, and that's why it's so moving to me in the end when Dickie says, okay, it's yours, and I'm humbled. And I'm humbly grateful to be in your corner. To have that dynamic, you got to build it. You know, you got to first have the guy who is not going to give it to him for so long, and that's exactly how it was in life.
David, one of the many things that I really enjoyed about The Fighter was the temperature of it. And what I mean by that is it's a dramatic film with some very heavy and serious issues going on, like destructive drug addiction and things like that. And yet you pepper the film, you keep it very even by peppering the film with some very specific and well-placed, hilarious moments without it ever crossing over into becoming a comedy. Is this the type of temperature that you were aiming for the film? And if so, why do you think this story works so well with that type of a mood?
That's the kind of thing that appeals to me just at an organic level. That's what appeals to me in a story, and that's what I saw as the truth of these people. So for me, when I see characters like this who are amazing, they are amazing because they're fascinating and they're tragic, but also because they're hilarious. And they don't even know it. They just think it's another day. You know, that's what makes it just another day for the Eklunds and the Wards. And for us, we're sitting there going, oh my God, you know, this is hilarious to me. Like when he jumps out the window, that was a real thing. He regularly
that was awesome.
And Mickey always knew, and Mickey would always go around back, and they'd be like, can we just go to the airport? You know, it's like that's the day with the Ward Eklund family. Let's just go to the airport. You know, every thing becomes an adventure, and that's just funny to me. It's like members of my family from the Bronx or Brooklyn. They're just funny. They don't think they're funny. You know, they just think they're just having another day.
David, I know it's early, but, you know, a lot of people are already talking that you have just directed an Oscar-winning performance for Christian Bale in this film, of course, who plays Dickie. I know it's a lot like asking a parent which child do you love most, but as you look back over your career now as a director, where would you place Christian Bale's performance as Dickie in this film amongst all the performances you've directed in your career?
Yeah, it is hard to do with your children. I would say it shares the number one spot. There's no question. And when you get a hold of a character like that it's an opportunity for a director and an actor that is very special. And I think we all knew that, including Mark, who produced the picture.
David, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. The Fighter is a wonderful achievement. Congratulations. We can't wait to see it on AMC screens.
Thank you so much for taking the time.